Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. We are here with Dusk on the outskirts of the Migo encampment. In the last, we managed to make our way into the depths of it and, well, begin to attempt to free the people that are stuck inside. It's going to be no easy task for us to do that, as the atmosphere is hostile to human life. It does seem like the people who are trapped inside are wearing something that might be able to insulate us from whatever is inside. Some of you have theorized that the walls are going to be too difficult for us to actually break through. I hope that isn't the case, at least the outer walls, that is. We're going to find that out together. But first, Dusk needs to rest. We are in a bad condition. I believe that the vehicle has actually stopped operating. Yes, it has. The smoke is starting to dissipate there. We're in unmanageable pain, yet we're finally not kind of seething from the heat. We are deafened still from the shots that we've taken so far. And, yeah, we've had a time of it. We really, really have. Looks like we actually did have some earplugs in. Oh, and they did actually, yeah, there we go. We used them for once. I know, it's a rare thing for us. But we are going to attempt to sleep. I know it's 2:15 in the afternoon. It's not exactly the best time for us to be sleeping, but we're going to need to. Our wounds have been disinfected, they've been bandaged, so we have a chance to actually try and recover here. And actually, now thinking about it, with all the screams that we're probably still going to be hearing inside, actually, you know what? We're not hearing that many screams anymore, because the screams were coming from the Migos, it would appear. We did hear a little bit of noise in this room still, so that makes me think that there could be one still here. Yeah, we will address that when we wake back up from this rest. If we can rest, that is. Let's see if it's possible. And sure enough, yeah, we close our eyes for but a second, and we are fast asleep. I will see you all on the other side. Okay, we wake up as it is too bright to sleep. It would appear that we weren't as tired. We did get a little bit of recovery done. Our arm is a little bit better. We can actually re-disinfect some of our wounds, because I think they were only, yeah, our head and our torso look like they can be redone, which is good. As to whether or not we want to do bandages on there as well, I think it's probably the same. Okay, we don't expect any improvement. Okay, so the bandages are still holding on all the rest for now. We are very hungry, and I think we do still have... No, we've eaten through what we have on us at the moment. How long do we want to stay here? Well, we've got a bit of equipment in the back. Let's just see. We've got an MRE, mini MREs, that we could dig into. Let's go for the barbecue beef. I feel like that's going to be a semi-decent meal for Dusk. We're just going to go ahead and disassemble that kit, and we're going to activate the heat pack to heat up our barbecue beef entree, which should hopefully be delicious. It is actually going to give us a little bit of joy. We'll have the cheese spread and the cracker. Nice. And, well, we're feeling slaked, so we shouldn't need to have anything else. We will take all of those, and we'll... Actually, you know what? Let's hold on to the dessert pack for now, because we might need a little pick-me-up later on. We're going to have another aspirin to get that pain down a little bit further. And while we could continue trying to sleep, or maybe even go into this barn to try and sleep, I think we need to try to get back to work. We do have the environmental suit that we could put on. If we're not so worried about us being heavily encumbered, that might give us the protection that we need on the inside. Might. Let's see. Where are you, suit? Here it is. It is a poor fit. We might actually be able to make this refit to us. I don't know if we have enough thread in our kit, in our sewing kit, for us to be able to do that, but we can potentially try. Let's see, activate. We need 6 Nomex patches to be able to do that, so yeah. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. But, okay, so we can't wear the suit because of our footwear that we're currently wearing. So we could look at taking off our combat boots I think we have on. Yes, we'll go ahead and take those off for now. And let's see, we can wear it then. We'd be wearing that over the top of all of our other equipment, so it's going to encumber us by a decent amount, so it's probably worth us looking at taking off some of our equipment, purely just because we're unlikely to get into combat, I guess. Yeah, it's a big maybe still though. So let's see, where are we going to really have issues here? So the long sleeve shirt is on the same layer. So let's go see if we can just remove you for now. Yeah, I think we will. We don't want to shift you. Let's see. Unequip. Okay, let's remove selected armor on oneself. Yep, we will unequip you. Yep, just like that. And we'll go through, see where we get these other ones. So the army helmet, we'll go ahead and unequip you for now. And it looks like the pants are going to be an issue for us as well. That's okay. We'll go ahead and take off the gloves. It does mean that our claws won't be sticking out, but that's kind of also okay. Oh, we've got a lot of things just kind of going over each other here. So many things. The holster, you can go for now. And we'll just go back towards our legs. Army pants, and let's see. I'm fine with the others here. That's not going to affect us too much. The torso is still going to be quite encumbered, which is going to make working a little bit more difficult. We could probably just drop our bag for now. We'll drop it closer to there, I think. And we're not going to step into that air. Yes, we do have the gas mask as well. We're not going to put that on just yet because that is going to make it a lot harder for us to breathe. And yeah, we want to try and see if we can knock down through one of these walls. I'm going to go for, I think, this one here, because we know at the very least that there were humans up in these top ones here. I think Apis might have been in that one, or it could have been this one. We will probably need to go back inside to check that. So let's stand back a little bit. We're going to go and drop our hiking backpack on the ground, which, yeah, our encumbrance is looking pretty good now. And we're looking, yeah, not half bad. We want to go ahead and wield the... I left you down here, didn't I? I left you out the front. Yes, because it is quite heavy for us to wield. Yep, thank you. We're overburdened. Not surprised. Yeah, it's just... I think even if we got rid of everything else here, it's not going to, we can try and get rid of a few things. Let's see, we'll go ahead and drop the combat boots. I'm just trying to think of anything that's actually going to have weight to it. The holster will. That stuff really isn't going to have any weight at all, so it doesn't make much of a difference. No. Okay. How much charge do we have left? 0. Right, so we need to reload that with a new set of power. That's gonna, yeah, that's gonna take quite a bit. Let's go back over towards the car, because we do have the other UPS with us, but what we're gonna try and find out is whether or not this is going to work. Otherwise, we're going to have to come up with another solution. So let's see, we've got this UPS and we've got the advanced UPS. So we'll just go to the jackhammer and we will reload it. It actually, weirdly enough, it did... Can we unload it? No, we can't. Do we have to try and recharge it? It looks like it does recharge over time. Is not compatible with standard batteries. Yes, we do understand that, but... Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. So we more than likely will have to try and charge this up using one of the recharging stations. Unless we can activate the UPS in here. Can't do anything interesting with the UPS. I'm gonna keep the 2 UPSs in our inventory and try and use it because it might be able to tap into it. It might be one of those things where it's like we just don't, we don't have to apply it, it'll automatically do it. Yeah, I guess we'll just use that one for now. We'll head back. And unfortunately we are going to be out of breath before we even start doing this. I think if we're just standing still, we should be able to recover our breath. Let's just see. Yeah, we can. Alright. Okay. Needs at least 350 charges. Okay, so I think it might be trickle charging. And I don't know if it's trickle charging from this UPS here. So we're on 854. Let's just leave it for a little bit. Okay. We might need to rebandage our torso here. Yeah, so it is. It is actually trickle charging from those UPSs. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and just let it trickle charge pretty much. So we're going to have access to the other UPS as well, which it's quite a large thing, so yeah. Alright, I tell you what, I'm going to go and grab the backpack and we're going to have these things close to us so that we can get this thing nice and charged. Okay. Our UPS and our advanced UPS are empty. We have some charge in here and I can't remember exactly how much it needed. But we're going to have to hope that it is enough. And yes, we can activate it. We're going to try and drill here. You can't drill here. So it turns out that we can't even drill from the outside. That isn't something that we can do. It is impenetrable, effectively. It does say that it's smashable, which is interesting. But we cannot drill through that resin wall. We're going to have to try and go through one of these cages. And let's just have a quick look at the environmental suit and just see how much that protects us. So it does give us fire and environmental protection. I honestly don't know how much that's going to be in there. Now, I can stop us from using the jackhammer. I can't even remember which one we were working on. I think we were working on this one here. I think. And you know what? If we're going to do this, we're going to go and grab the gas mask. Because we can always get, I guess, more filtered cartridges eventually. Yeah. Okay, we actually have a spare one, so there's that. So we're going to go ahead and wear the gas mask. We're probably going to have to activate it as we go in. Let's just see, we're going to go ahead and unequip the ballistic glasses that we have, because it's just going to be, yeah, a bit redundant. Okay, yeah, this is not going to be easy. How ready for this are we? Let's go and activate the gas mask. We're going to prepare to use it. And we're going to step inside. So far, we seem to be okay, if not a little bit out of breath. Let's just keep moving for now. Okay, and into the main chamber. Okay, so we have our friend down here. We are going to get to work on this resin cage door. I'm just going to keep an eye on our head, our arm, and all the rest. Right now, we're in mild pain and we're warm. That's kind of okay. So, let's go ahead. We are going to start drilling. And we were hurt. We're going to ignore further distractions. I'm just going to say no for this one. Okay, so it is constant, it would seem. Yeah, we're getting hot. I can see that. This is not an easy task. We're going to try and stick with it, and yes, our arms, our legs are going to be hurting. I'm going to go until we can't anymore. It's just this heat. Our leg is kind of holding in there. It's our left leg specifically that's... Okay, now, it did recover a little bit. But we're kind of going through seconds at a time here with it, which is not... it's not healthy for us. So we're just going to keep going no. And I'm going to keep an eye on it. As, yeah, our head is getting worse now as well. I think that's pretty much as far as I'm willing to go. If we go one tick down, one tick more, it's going to be too much. I think even if we were fully recovered, this would be an issue. It's just the heat. We're at 15% drilling. We are going to stop. That is ridiculous. And our jackhammer's nearly completely out. I really want to save these people. I really do. But we can't do it with what we've got right now. We, in fact, need to get out of here as fast as possible. I should have given us more time to get out, considering there's a chance that we could continue to take damage once we actually exit this place. Okay, yeah, our arms and our legs are not feeling good. Okay, stop here, Dusk. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're too tired to walk or run. So we've taken new injuries. We're going to have to try and reapply those. We're going to drop the jackhammer again. Just make sure that we're not over-encumbered. We're not. Okay. We can't get rid of scorching. Here, that's the kind of issue here, is that it's going to take a second or two for that to take over. It still hurts. I don't want to take off the equipment. Yeah, our gas mask is already completely gone through. We're going to go take the gas mask off, actually, and try and gulp in some fresh air. And yeah, we actually get a surge of adrenaline from that. Come on. Everything's bad. Okay, we've just gone to very hot. I think we're going to be okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. We can see that our left leg is just barely hanging in there. It was just seared with heat. We're going to take some antiseptic and apply that. Even though it says we don't expect any improvement, it's because there are existing wounds on there already. I think there were some new ones we can apply to our head specifically, our right arm. Okay, so let's see if we can disinfect those first. Everything is good to go as far as disinfection is concerned. So it's just bandages. Go for our head, and we'll go for our right arm. Our leg is just on the edge, and we're down to being very hot. Come on. It's just going to subside. I pushed it way too far, and now we're warm. Okay. Alright. We're okay. Just. Let's move up here. We're going to grab our bow as well. Just haul them over towards the electric vehicle. And, jeez. Let's grab this bow. Alright. We need to go back up towards where our equipment is. We're going to take a very wide berth here. Warm is okay. Warm isn't going to give us damage. But being hot and scorching, yeah, that most certainly will. We're going to go and take off the suit for now. And let's go wear our bits and pieces yet again. Ballistics glasses, boots, shirt, army pants. And wear that holster as well, get away with it. Holster, army helmet, fingerless gloves, and we're just going to grab the rest of that. Okay, let's just have a quick look and make sure that everything is looking okay. It does seem to be kind of back to how it should be in terms of the layering that we have. Yeah, obviously there's a lot going on the legs. It's not that much though. When we look at the total encumbrance, it really isn't all that bad. So I'm okay with that. Our socks are on the inside, exactly where they should be. Oh boy, okay. Well, it wasn't successful, and our adrenaline rush wears off. We feel terrible. So we're coming down from that spike that we had because we were effectively on the edge of death, and that is something that can happen. It's not, oh, okay, hey, when did we pick up high adrenaline? Have we always had that? High adrenaline. If you're in a very dangerous situation, you may experience a temporary rush which increases your speed and strength significantly. I don't remember us having that before. Maybe we have. Maybe we've had it for a while, but obviously our body determined that that was a very dangerous situation. As much as we want to help these people, we just don't have the ability to right now. If we went in there with full firefighters gear and with the suit as well, we might stand a chance, but even then, it's tricky. Okay, so yeah, I know I called this our electric car before, but it's not. It's our crappy gas one that I completely forgot that we were rocking around in for the time being. Our car has kind of been abandoned for now. At least I believe it has. Did I keep... Yeah, so we've parked you up over on this side here, from memory. And I think it probably would be better if we went and got that now. Because if we don't, I'm going to stand a pretty strong chance at forgetting where that was in the first place. And now we know we can actually drive the whole way around here. We can get to the hub easy enough. Just, yeah, those poor people, they're just going to have to hold on for now. Thankfully, our leg has recovered a little bit more. Let's just have a quick look at this body as we're driving on by. Thermal electric shocks aren't bad, but we're just going to leave them resting there in the long grass as we head down in the direction of where our vehicle is. It's going to be around past this stretch of forest. And thankfully this is a pretty nice open field, so it makes driving around it very easy. When we discover big patches of grass like that are dead, it's more than likely because of some kind of radiation in the area, and you usually want to stay away from large swaths of dead vegetation. It's kind of like a really good early warning sign for us. So let's see, we should be running into that vehicle down around here somewhere. If my memory serves me correct, I think it's just down this way. So we'll just turn to the side and just follow the forest line, and there it is. Okay, hey, look at that. I remembered something in Cataclysm. Who would have thunk it? Okay, we'll just come to a stop. We're not in a great position. All up, we're in a lot of pain. We're not feeling too great, but this is a nice charged vehicle. Yay. There's that, I guess. And hey, look at that. There is our turret, just chilling in the back of here. Well, that's something. All right, we're going to go ahead and start transferring all of this stuff out of here for now. Because, yeah, we're going to be bringing that back home with us, and we need to recover before we can do anything else, because Dusk, for the last few episodes, has kind of been pretty much running on empty. So we'll transfer everything over into here, close it up, and thank you, vehicle, you have been good to us, but we are going to be saying farewell to you for now. You know what? I think we'll actually keep this one remembered, if that's possible, so we'll say remember vehicle position, just because then that's going to enable us to find a vehicle on the map if we need it. And I think it does have a little bit of charge left in it still, or charge fuel. I am very used to using electric cars now. Alright, so we are going to take off back towards home, back up towards the orchard, so that we can't start recovering. We do have another location much, much further away that we were wanting to investigate, and I believe it's, yeah, all the way up here by Newfields, this survivors camp. If there are people up there, people that we can trade with, they might have some of the equipment necessary for us to break into those resin cages. Yeah, because it's troubling. It's super freaking troubling. It's not an easy thing for us to do. And I think that's by purpose. It is kind of designed to be a end-game area, so yeah, I don't think those people were meant to be easily rescued either. Let's just go in a little bit closer so that we can control the vehicle better, because yeah, when we're that far away, the game takes a second or two just to load everything nearby. We damaged a sharp rock, that's fine. As long as it doesn't damage us, we can start to turn back towards the north now. As we make our way back towards that orchard, some semblance of home, peace. And we've nearly driven past it, so let's go ahead and slow right down. Looks like we're going to have to go the long way around. That's okay, we can certainly do that. And it's kind of nice to know that we've got a whole heap of wood ash up in that direction, if and when we need it for recipes, which we probably will at some point. Okay, there we go. Back home in one piece. Well, mostly one piece. Very damaged pieces, but one piece all the same. And there's Candy, still doing okay, seemingly, with enough grass around to keep her fed. And thankfully, without the dead kind of roaming around here. So first things first for us, we need to sort through everything that we got here. And there's a fair amount to get through. So let's go haul you down towards our garage. We're going to get this opened up. And then we're going to allow Dusk to do some sorting. Moving you down here, and let's commence the sorting. Okay, so there's a few items that we left here, mostly magazines, which is completely fine. We can deal with those easy as. As for the jerry can of diesel and the potato, we'll just leave that there for now. Our magazines are primarily going up here. I'm not going to include them in the sort all just yet, because I don't think that we should. We do have these UPSs that we need to charge, and we've got this recharging station here. What that will allow us to do is when you place something inside of it, it just recharges it. We can also, I think, drop the jackhammer in there, and it will start to fully charge it up. So where might the best place be for us to install that? Honestly, I gotta think it's our car, because our car is gonna be coming with us and it has a decent battery bank on it. So let's look at what we're going to need to do to install that. Another thing that we're probably gonna wanna try and do is actually repair this car, because it's not in great condition at the moment. We've got a car over here that we can kind of semi-take apart for parts so that we can get this a little bit better. We don't need to have all those seats in there, but then again, maybe we do. I mean, we don't have people now, but that's not always going to be, that way forever. If we can recover these people, we might want them traveling with us, so might be worth us leaving them there for now. But at the very least, we need to do something about this windscreen, because it is, it's all very damaged. We'd need to have a decent amount of charge to do that as well. So honestly, I think the first step for us really is going to be installing, I think maybe even here where we have this empty seat. Oh, we'll need a frame to be able to do that. But yes, we should be able to install that. And actually, you know what? I was thinking we were going to need a welder to be able to do this, but no, it looks like we can just apply the charging station. We can just kind of screw it onto where this trunk is. And that's probably what we want to do. But you know what? It's going to be this side here, because if you have a look, the frame is damaged. And if that drops out, so does the charging station and anything that's in it. So probably going to be better for us to have that over here for now. And thankfully, we don't need to worry about us taking damage in the sun. We do need to, however, have a few other items along for the ride. So what we are going to try to do here is reverse ourselves down towards the garage without hopefully running over the jerry can of diesel or anything else like that. Okay, stop here. We'll start reversing. Okay, just ease our way around. Start to straighten up. There we go. Okay, easy. Now, I think we can still clamber through the back here. We can. Brilliant. So we should be close enough to be able to access a lot of the items that we need to repair this. So let's just see. Yep, that's easy enough for us to do. So we can actually get the recharging station fully repaired. It's a big save because we just covered a whole heap of ground. Let's actually use some of the duct tape. We've got a large duct tape supply at the moment. And the next thing we can do is just start to try and repair some of this equipment. We are going to need quite a few charges, either of the acetylene torch or our welder. It's probably going to be better for us to use the welder because the torch is something that's very portable, so we can use that to cut ourselves into places along the way. So let's just see, we are going to need a welder of some kind. We have 3 welding tanks. Actually, you know what? The welding that we did have, it was actually a welding rig. And I believe it's down here. Vehicle welding rig. So we could attach that to our solar vehicle. Yeah, that's an option for us. So we're going to leave those casters there for now. We could also install the mini fridge, but don't think we're going to go there just yet. What is it going to take for us to install this? Another place that we could potentially install that is on our little fridge cart that we have over here. Although I'm afraid that the battery on this just isn't, it's not big enough. It's a small storage battery. It's only got 500 capacity, whereas this vehicle should have a lot more. Yeah, a lot more. Those swappable storage batteries just, they can take a whole heap. So let's see, where can we install this thing? I think, honestly, if it's on the back somewhere, that might work out for us. So at the moment it's saying that we can't install it, and I don't know if it's because, let's just search for weld. No. So I think we need to have it on somewhere that, so like where this extra light frame is, or rather the trunk door, we'd probably just have to remove the trunk door. And then we can have it be in that space. We could also remove that little bit of storage there. Do we have any frames kicking about? No, but we can get some wiring. Wiring's a little delicate though. Don't know how I feel about that. Let's go ahead, just for now, for science, remove the trunk door and see what we'd need to install this welding rig. We can install it right now. It is just bolting it on there. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Let's get that thing on there. So we can see that it's got 98% battery at the moment. If we start to go repair, we can see that, yes, we can indeed repair this. And it's going to use 100 charges for us to be able to do it. Okay, we can see that the swappable storage batteries barely went down. Oh, we're using the arc welder. Oh no, we should be using the vehicle welding rig while we're doing this. Okay, well, some of the other things we can repair just by using duct tape, and yeah, it looks like there's going to be a fair bit of duct tape used here. That's okay. Duct taping our safety belt seems very, very safe. Okay, the windshield. Okay, that's using the arc welder. Okay, I'm okay with that. I believe that is using the one from our vehicle. 98%. Starting to lose sight now. Yeah, I think we're okay. It is too dark for us to see what we're doing. What we could probably do is just use the little reading light that we have. I believe the charge on that is low enough that we should be able to just keep on working. And you'll notice that slowly but surely our the rest of our wounds are healing. We'll go ahead and duct tape up that wheel. So that solar panel we can't heal, unfortunately, but we can repair some of these other things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are using the vehicle charge here, but at the same time, we're just not seeing it go down at the moment. I'm wondering whether we'll start to notice it. Oh yeah, 97, so it is starting to drop down a little bit now. Okay, that's all right. We need to have something to eat though, and I believe actually, I don't know how it would classify the dessert pack that we had. Let's see if we can track it down. Would you have been placed here? Quite possibly. Let's see. Dessert? No, it could be outside. The fridge is on. Good, good, good. Although nothing's seeming to be cold. It's because it's up here. Let's see. Plastic cup of pudding. We'll take that. What else do we want to have? It's mostly sauces in here. You know, we've got some cheese and some graham crackers. Sure, that's a dinner, right? A horrific dinner, but a dinner all the same. Alright, let's go ahead and have something to eat. We could actually activate the dessert pack, so I think we do have that with us. But yeah, it doesn't take all that much to fill us up. Let's get that light back on and do a little bit more work. I think we're going to probably try and do this until we get to be like the very tired stage. Once we're kind of dead tired. So let's just continue on working on this. It's going to be 200 charges. Door. Alright. It does feel good to have this stuff starting to get repaired because Yeah, you need to take care of your vehicles, otherwise they're going to fall apart when you're on the road, and that's literally the last thing that we want to have happen. Yes, dead tired. It's actually a good thing. We are going to stop interacting with the vehicle because that's going to allow us to have a really nice, big, long sleep, which is exactly what we need right now. We have our kind of semi-comfy bed. Before we go to sleep, let's just check our wounds. So it looks like there are some that we can actually reapply some to. So we are going to have to put some disinfectant on our head. Let's see, our torso. Actually, everything needs to be re-disinfected, it seems. Okay. That is the last of the disinfectant. Okay. All right. Expected quality. Right. Head. Not everything needs to be done here, it would seem. Torso. Expected quality. Okay, looks like we did actually need a little bit more than I thought. And we'll do on the other leg. Okay, I hope that we're prepared to have a kind of semi-decent sleep now. So let's let Dusk rest. We're going to keep the vehicle bay just open for now. We've got all of our other doors closed. We're chilly. We shouldn't be once we kind of clamber inside the sleeping bag. And I'll see you all when the morning rolls around. All right, we awaken at 10:30 a.m. All right, let's get ready to go. First thing, we are going to open up that dessert pack, and it is going to be dessert for breakfast. It looks like it's mostly going to be dehydrated fruit, some cookies. Nice. Not bad, not bad. We'll take the plastic bag as well, and we'll just get ourselves filled up on that. It is actually going to give us a decent amount of joy starting off the day with those, I think. And let's have some water. Actually get slaked as well. Good. I think we should have some more clean water. Actually, you know what? It's only going to take us a second for us to create some more. So let's just quickly go create 5 things of clean water. And we'll pour those into our canteen. Nice. So we recovered a whole heap. Not everything, but we are looking better across the board health-wise here. We do still have more recovery to do, but I'm happy to see that Dusk is making that recovery. We have a little bit more work to do on our vehicle today, which I think we're going to get started on because it's a nice sunny day, and the batteries are already getting recharged here, which is good. Something that I should probably look at doing now is just grabbing our UPS and our jackhammer and just chucking those into the recharging station is the word I was trying to get out there. As to where the UPSs are kept, in our inventory, fantastic. So we will drop you, and we will drop off our, let's see, where are you? Electric jackhammer 2, and we're going to let those charge as we work. And we have ourselves a fully repaired vehicle. Well, fully repaired, there's still some things missing, but everything that is here is as repaired as we can get it. Unfortunately, the swappable storage batteries can't be repaired, or at least it doesn't seem like they're able to be. It doesn't seem to be affecting us massively at this stage. You can see that we've lost a little bit of charge here. We're down to 89 and 88%, and that's because of our recharging station that has been recharging up to full quite quickly, the electric jackhammer. So it can't charge the UPSs, and I think it's because the UPSs need to have an actual modification done to them. So that's not something that we can do at this stage. Those UPSs are probably just going to have to live here for the time being, which I'm okay with. That does still leave us with a question: what are we going to do next? We have an expedition that is going to take us very, very far from home, and it could be for an undetermined amount of time. We still have people that we need to try and save, and, well, we've got explosives, but explosives are unpredictable. It's not exactly an option that we can follow. Another potential route that we can take is to try and find a way to better protect ourselves from the heat that's in there. And the best way for us to do that is to get as much firefighting equipment as possible, and I believe the nearest firefighting station for us is back down here in Standish, or rather West Windsor, which we did make it to, and I think we can make it back there without too much trouble. Yeah. The most straightforward route is going directly down towards here and then just making our way down. But at the same time, just driving down with our vehicle is also pretty fast, so we might look at just doing that. We've got it all nice and repaired, all nice and fixed up, so yeah, we're going to get locked, loaded, we're going to head out that door. Okay, we are good to go. This is what we're looking like at the moment. We are taking the A1 out with us and quite a few magazines full of ammunition just in case we run into trouble. So we'll try as best as we can to be prepared for that. So let's get this vehicle moving. We can see that there is still a hole in the side of it, which, you know, what are you going to do? We're going to go turn that recharger off for now because it doesn't actually need to be on, and we'll just stop the vehicle before we jump out of it because that's a little dangerous, and we'll make sure that we actually do close up home just because I am concerned about the outside world breaking their way in here. So for safety's sake, we'll do that for now. We do have the welder, which is going to stay on the back of the vehicle for now. And, well, we have made this journey once before, so we're going to try and make it relatively fast back down towards the town. So I will see you all in just a moment. Alright, we have made it back to town, and I've only had one small little bump. As you can see on the right hand side of the vehicle, we have just a little bit of damage to the headlight at the front, or where the headlight would be. My bad. We missed a tree, or rather I missed seeing a tree and hit a tree. So let's go ahead and stop our vehicle here. We're going to move on in and let's just check. Our quiver has 13 arrows in it for now, so we'll use those as are needed. Just quickly checking the security van here. It's in pretty good condition. I wouldn't mind grabbing some clothing from some of these homes as well, just to have them on stock for if and when we do actually get people to join us. But yeah, that's the direction that we want to be going in, so let's start to make our way up. We're seeing a decent number of dead. Nothing that we can't take care of, but yeah, we do need to be at least a little bit cautious about the amount that we're taking on at any one time. So let's start taking a few shots. Oh, right, we were missing because I wasn't doing precise shots. Well, let's try again. That's a little better. Go ahead and smash you. And let's start that once again. Nice, Dusk. Grab those arrows and keep on moving. I will occasionally just stop to check and see if they have anything crazy good on them. Otherwise, we'll just keep on moving. Let's see, yep, back to 13 arrows, that's perfectly fine. We'll stick with that for now. And hello, you look like you're actually pretty good. This armored car, it has NATO rounds, so let's see if we can get those unloaded. So we're going to go and unload that. So we're getting an ammo belt from it, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Where's this other gun? Right here. So we're going to go and unload you. Nice. I will take both of those, and we can just take the ammunition from them, and I think that's probably the best thing for us to do. Can we unload you? And we should just get links from that. Yeah, we will. And unload you. Ignore the zombie child for now. We're going to go and reload this other magazine. Dangerously close. Well, it's debatable. One good critical shot to the head from Dusk is enough to do it. Should be 3. There we go. Let's go for the other. It's asking us which one we want to go for, but it's pretty much always going to be quiver. Okay, we'll quickly check them. Nothing great there. Okay. We could take the ammunition at the very least, so we'll do that and just make sure that we actually do drop that back down. I don't even know if we want the magazine. Let's just see if we can unload that. Rottweiler is on its way towards us. It's not quite within range yet, so we'll see if we can get away with just dropping the magazine. Okay, here it comes. Okay, even with a precise shot we did miss, so it's possible to. But we're getting better at those long range shots. Okay, here we go. This is where the trouble starts. They're going to be coming at us from every which way. So we just need to be prepared for them as much as one can. And we also need to be grabbing those arrows back as soon as we can. Okay, grab those arrows from you. The dogs are a concern. They're kind of a little bit less of a concern at the same time because they don't take as much to actually take down. They are faster though. We've seen a zombie soldier. Okay, let's just quickly go ahead and I'm not going to butcher you. We're going to start working on you because you're going to take a fair bit for us to take down. So let's start running back. Use that little bit of speed that we've got over them, and we'll see if we can get a precise shot on you. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to have to start running. Keep that pace. Oh, we're out of shots. We're out of arrows. Okay. All right. So at this stage, I think you're pretty injured. Let's just run back here and grab one of those arrows. We grabbed one arrow. Let's take a precise shot at you. Okay, not enough to kill you. Where are our other arrows going to be? That is the question. We might not... no, we still don't have them. Okay, just quickly go there. No more arrows. There's not one there either. Okay, we're just going to have to drop this for a second. And just get to work. The zombie soldier is going to take a lot more. Come on. You can do this, Dusk. Just a little bit more, and we should have this one dropped. There we go. Fantastic. Let's grab you really quick. And we need to try and track down where these arrows are. Okay, 9 arrows on just that one. So we're going to activate our quiver. Make sure that we are putting things back into it. We need to make sure that we actually give you a cue. Nope. There we go. Activate quiver. Store those arrows in there. Fantastic. We will wield our bow. And we'll just go to work smashing as we can. Because we don't want anyone here to come back to life. And I think that'll be all the arrows in the area. I'll just quickly see that we haven't lost one. Nope, we're good. Okay, let's get our breath back. Start walking once again. Okay. Don't know if I'm going to be able to hit you inside that vehicle. And you know what? I don't even think we need to. We're just going to continue along the path that we are meant to be walking. There we go. Nice 1, 2, 3. Stay on the move. Okay, we're just down to 9 arrows now, so you do lose some of them, and oh boy, we've got a whole party happening down here. I think this is the start of the fire station just over here. Actually, it isn't. But what we can do, what will be a little bit smarter for us, I think, is if we try to go around the back here. And to the northeast, we can hear a racket being caused inside the gun store. The alarm has been set off, so there's something moving around inside there, which is great. It's going to bring a whole heap of attention towards that. That's kind of okay, as long as we can just stay out the way of anything else for now. Yeah, we seem to be able to do it. Let's see how much further we've got to go. We've got this music venue, a paintball field, and then the fire station is there. This is the paintball field here, and it's actually giving us a little bit of cover. You know what, if we jump over this and we start crouching, I think we might be hidden by the fence. That is not true. That's okay, we'll go ahead and just quickly take down that dog. And oh boy, here they come. Let's make sure that we stop crawling now, as we're going to have to try and take some precise shots. Okay, nice, critical there. We're going to start running out of arrows, so I'm going to let them actually get a little bit closer because we can do more damage once they get closer to us. Like that nice one shot on the child. Okay, we're close. Can we take another shot? Yes, we can. Alright, great. Quickly go ahead and smash them. Make sure that we're not leaving anything behind of importance. We are down to 5 arrows now, I think. Oh no, we've got 8. That's a little bit better. So this is the fire station here. Fantastic. So, oh wow, that's not a good thing to turn around the corner to. And I'm pretty sure that they all can see us as well. So That's not really what we want. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and climb to the south. We're on the roof of the fire station, and we can actually see down inside. This is a ledge. I don't know, step into the ledge. I want to try and crawl, or rather climb off the ledge rather than step, but I don't think we have much choice in the matter. I don't think the dead can see us up here. I don't think we can climb down easily either. We can climb down, okay, so we're kind of going to drop off the edge. I'm trying to figure out where that ledge looks too dangerous to mess with. Best leave it alone. But these ones here, we don't seem to be able to... that is a skylight. Yes, it is a skylight. What if we smash the skylight and try and drop down through it? There is nothing there to smash. Okay, but I'm pretty sure I can't walk on that because it does say it's a ledge. Step. No, we don't want to. Ah, damn. Front door is definitely going to be here. I'm tempted to see if we can climb down. Probably won't be able to get back up, that's okay. And we do climb down. We climb down right in front of all of them. So that's not exactly what we want. So let's see if we can quickly run. We're probably just going to have to smash into here. Okay, the door is locked. Can we lockpick it in time? That is going to be a tense lockpick. Satisfying click. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Mechanical leather. Okay, a skeletal dog. Stop working lynch. I really want to try and get this thing open. Stop working. No. Come on. How long does it take to get this winch up? Okay, we got it up. Now, we need to try and get this thing closed because it will crush anything on the other side. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do. So, no, we might get hit here. Dangerously close, that's fine. It's like right underneath of it. As long as we don't get attacked, I think we should be able to do this. We're attacked, that's okay. Just keep on doing it. We will take the hit for now. We need to get this thing closed. Close the damn winch, come on. I'm pretty sure we do have firefighter zombies in here with us as well. Come on. I could just ignore, but I'm trying to have a look to see if anything really bad is making its way in. Come on. Dusk, get this thing closed. Is it going to be possible for us to do it? You used to be able to crush things underneath the door. We're dodging all these attacks at the moment, and then, sure enough, there we go. We managed to slam the door shut on the skeletal dog, and it is just sliced into pieces. Well, I'm a little happy with that. I'm satisfied. Let's see, we still have some arrows, that's good. Let's continue to explore the firefighter station with a little bit more peace because they're not going to smash through that metal door. I was making sure that there weren't any hulks or brutes because they would be able to. Okay, so we've got some turnout boots. That's what we're here for. We're here for any of that kind of equipment. And let's just hope that we are actually going to be able to find it here because... oh boy. The fire crew's here. And there's a lot of them. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. I think they're still going to be able to see me. Yep, they sure can. Let's go ahead and try and take some shots here. I think we're probably going to have to try and... Yep, we're... oh boy. Right, we've been grabbed. We need to try and run away if we can. We can. Good. We'll make our way back towards here. Looks like they're going to fumble around for a little bit. I want to see if I can grab this bed and pull it into here. No, we cannot grab the bed. Okay. Right, I think we could probably outpace them in here, but the thing is we just don't have enough in the way of arrows to really be able to get this to work for us, I think. Maybe we do. Let's just see if we can't find them hanging out by themselves. I think they're all in this bottom corner. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They most certainly are. Okay, you are... uninjured. Okay, let's start to make our way back across here. I want to try and just bring them just a few at a time. We'll actually drop our bow here. We'll just get ready to try and fight them in the door frame. Okay, and we know that we can do that without too much trouble. They are going to have the equipment that we want on them. We're going to have to clean all that stuff when we get back home. but flame-resistant gear is what we are here to grab. And we're going to grab a lot of it because we want the Nomex patches to be able to kind of repair our other equipment. I think we might be able to get a shot off the bow if we're lucky. So let's just go wield, or rather wield. And we will wield the bow, thank you. Wherever the bow is. The bow should be on the ground. Alright, that's fine. We'll grab you. Wield the bow. Okay. Hello, friend. Right. Let's take a precise shot. That's pretty much all that we can get. Start running back. Okay, got another one off there. You're pretty injured. Let's just fight you here. There we go. Nicely done. We'll take those arrows back as well, thank you. Wield the bow. Okay. And not enough to kill you, but we're close. There we go, that's what we're after. We'll take the ones out the quiver, thank you. Alright, we're just gonna have to fight you here, I think. We can do that with Dusk without too much trouble, and you know what, I think we're just gonna try and clear up. Oh, there's quite a few here. A lot more than I thought. We're just able to push that one back as we just slice at him with our fangs and our fingernails. That one was already injured. Yeah. Dusk is beastin' and feastin' at the moment. Don't try this at home. So that's the winch for these doors here, or at least that one on that side. So what we need to do is go over towards these and just see what we actually have access to. Pair of fire gauntlets, poor fitting. That's okay, we can take them because they're clean. Turnout coat, and this one actually fits. So I think we're still going to be able to wear that over the top of our other one. Halligan bar is really good. It's got great prying. We want to grab it just so that we can have it in the back of our car or something like that. So we're going to grab pretty much all the bodies here. And I will separate the bodies from the equipment, or rather separate the equipment that we want from this pile of bodies, because there's a lot of them. And meanwhile, this place is just being swamped from the outside, so we'll have to try and figure out an escape of some kind. Let's grab these bodies as well. We'll just ignore all those horrible noises outside. Okay, and we'll release that there. So let's see, what do we have access to over here? We've got obviously a lot of firefighter corpses. Okay, so dust mask, we don't need you. A fire axe, useful. Let's take that. Firefighter helmet, sure, we will take that. PBA mask, we're going to take that. We're going to unload the other ones. Flame resistant hood, yes please. A lot of ones that don't fit. A flame resistant suit, yes, thank you. We've got gas masks with filters inside. We'll be sure to take those. Hard hat, we'll have a, I don't think that is going to help us, so we probably won't worry about it. Fire extinguisher, it's cool, but again, won't really help us. Fire gauntlets. So we did have some that didn't fit us. We'll take one of these. They do actually fit that way. This is just filthy, so we'll take the flame-resistant gloves. We'll ignore stuff outside. And we're onto the socks now. Pair of flame-resistant socks. Yes, thank you. Lovely. Hiking boots, safety glasses, tactical gloves, and the turnout boots. They're all poor fits. That's okay. We've got a shovel, a sledgehammer, which we can actually use to knock down walls. So let's make sure that we actually keep that with us. That's a useful tool. And the simple metal arrow. So the sledgehammer I think we still have to try and bash with. So, yeah. Nice. Cool. And then, yes, turnout coat. I'm pretty sure that we had one that fit us. Turnout trousers, those ones will fit. Utility vest can stay there. We'll make sure that we smash all these corpses, and we'll just walk over to pick up those arrows. Nice. Good stuff. So let's see, what do we pick up that we can get rid of? The gauntlets and the turnout boots. No, we've got a good turnout coat, so we don't have to worry about carrying that with us, but we want to take pretty much everything else. Yeah, the turnout coat can stay. So we've just hit our volume max with the trousers. So let's see. If we wield our bow, it's going to give us a little bit more volume so we can take the trousers. The fire axe is probably going to have to stay. We can take the sledgehammer, but we can't take the fire axe. So I think that's going to be okay. I'm looking at the sledgehammer now. I would rather take the fire axe if it's possible. We can wear our bow. True enough. Okay, well, we are pretty much locked and loaded. We've got this axe in our hands that we can use to defend ourselves. We need to make our way back towards our vehicle. And that is where we're going to be wrapping things up for today. We are, for now, in a little bit of a tricky situation where we are somewhat surrounded. This never stopped us before in the past, and it's not going to stop us now. We have the equipment that we came for. If we wait until dark, we'll have a much better chance to leave here unmolested, and that is the intent. Perhaps, well, we might stop in a few other places before we leave. While we're in town, we have the chance to grab a few supplies. For now though, if you've enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving a like or a comment to let me know if you've enjoyed the show. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.